Welcome to In the Know, unveiling the greatness in you.
Hey everybody, once again, go ahead and tag, share, and invite someone. This is our wellness edition where you want to get our bodies in order, even not because it's the New Year's resolution or, it's about to be January. I've done that for many, many years. It just did not work. It all sounded good, it looked good, and it just was not definitely for me. So now I had to make a lifestyle. Like I was telling you all, I did weigh almost 400 pounds, and I have been able to keep it off. But I've noticed during the pandemic, we're going to blame it on Pandy. We're going to blame it on the demic that we were stuck in the house and I had to cook and I ate a lot and I gained probably my doctor said I only gained like 14 pounds, but I feel like it was more. So with that being said, this is the Wellness Edition. Look at us on Facebook at InTheKnow 313 and also Chantel Michelle. Also, you can find us on The One at the streaming live on The One. Go to the1.tv and go ahead and subscribe. It's free and you'll be able to view us there as well. Anytime you want to view us on YouTube, we had over 40 YouTube views. Y'all probably like, wow, that ain't nothing. To me it is, because we usually don't get any YouTube views. A couple of weeks ago, we had a lot of YouTube views with the Glam Diva. She came on and did a holiday makeover for your home. So we're gonna do more shows like that. Last week we had Natasha, that girl, on, and you all I have been really following and enjoying the show. So we appreciate you viewers, and give yourselves a hand. Come on, give our viewers a hand. All right. So we're gonna get on with the show tonight. Also, did I get everything? Yes, that's it. That's the only way you can view us. Facebook, you can view us right now. One TV. We're also gonna be on Roku television. The One TV has our own channel on Roku. So get ready for all the exciting things that's happening here at the One Television Network. I am so excited you all are here tonight joining us. So we're gonna come back with our Wellness Edition, the Gospel Truth. Today is Clean Your Refrigerator Out Day. Can you believe these days? National Clean Your Refrigerator Out. What a day! And what a day to say it on wellness. Let's talk about it when we come back after these messages.
Hi, my name is Kay Reddy. I am the state broker at Fathom Realty, Michigan. As a professional, not only do I focus on selling homes, but I create an unforgettable experience for my clients. Have you considered selling your home? Here is why now is the perfect time to do so. The market is at an all-time high, and your home may be worth more than you believe. But it doesn't stop there. You may be an investor or considering purchasing a home. Give me a call today for your free home evaluation. I can handle all of your real estate needs.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is In the Know, unveiling the greatness in you, and I am your host, Chantel Michelle, bringing you content that is relevant and hot topics. Let me tell you, our hot topics segment is called The Gospel Truth. And so a lot of times in The Gospel Truth, we just tell the truth and shame the devil, right? We're going to tell the truth about it. But there are some things that I like to talk about too, just fun facts that you may not know, but I find on the internet. Me and my assistant, I love her. Shout out to my assistant, show assistant. And we are celebrating today National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. Can we give it up for National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day? Now, let me tell you, I've been to some homes, and even in my own sometimes, where the refrigerator or the fridge gets or the ice box, some people call it the ice box, gets kind of cluttered and of things that we, maybe old things and sometimes things that we should not be consuming, right? And so National Clean Out Refrigerator Day encouraged us to prepare for the upcoming holidays. How relevant is that? Give it up, y'all. Thanksgiving coming. Thanksgiving turkey dressing, yams, macaroni and cheese, all the stuff that we gonna eat anyway. So make sure you clean out your refrigerator. It gets together. Get together some soap, some hot water, fill your bucket with disinfectant, get a sponge and a garbage bag. Some of y'all need to do this without the holidays. Y'all refrigerator looking real bad. And I'm not saying that to dish you, but I'm here to encourage you and them telling you the truth. Let's clean our refrigerator. I like to clean my refrigerator out at least once a month, like really get it out, clean it, do the whole disinfectant thing at least once, twice a month. Just, and doing throughout the week, making sure I'm throwing out all the stuff that's bad. You know how in the refrigerator, your vegetables and things and fruit, sometimes if you don't eat it fast enough, it goes bad, especially lettuce. You know what you hate when you get the shredded lettuce and you making tacos and then you go try to get that lettuce like 2 days later, honey, it's brown. So you just want to get that out of your refrigerator. And cheese, I never forget my children's grandmother, their dad's mom, she would let her cheese get molded and she would just cut the mold off. I know that I'm grossing some of y'all out right now with that, but that's what she would do. But if I see mold, it's going in the garbage, period. Amen. Cheese is mold. That's what I'm hearing my producer say. Listen, you will be ready for the day with family gathering and a large turkey waiting to be roasted. Cleaning out your refrigerator makes sense. Not only will you need room for the meals, but we also need space for our upcoming leftovers. Listen, I know for myself, we bring cake and pies and turkey legs and turkey, everything. Everything turns into a turkey meal by about time Christmas comes around. We don't want turkey. So anyway, get your refrigerator cleaned out on this National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. Who would have thunk it? Who would have known that this was actually a day? Google the national days. You will be amazed. There's a national day for every single day. And I'm learning this, and this is so fun to share with you, our audience. So if you are getting ready for the holidays, go ahead. Take this day out. I know it's already 8 o'clock, after 8 o'clock, but go ahead and grab your disinfectant. You can do it. No, don't get up and do it now because you're watching the show. We want you to stay engaged and tune in and keep sharing and inviting and all that good stuff. But make sure before maybe you go to bed, you start looking in your refrigerator. Or maybe even tomorrow. You can do it tomorrow. It's okay. Clean out your refrigerator. So welcome to In the Know, Gospel Truth. And that's our Gospel Truth on today. God bless. We will be right back with our next segment after this brief break. Friendly advice where we're going to have some more wellness tips from my beautiful cousin, Yvonne Skinner. She is a wellness guru. She has a challenge going on that will get you up and going for right before the holidays. She's been in a challenge already. I think she's in the 30 days. She'll talk more about it when she comes on. But this is our wellness edition. Let's get ready to get our bodies moving, get our bodies in order before the first of the year and get some of these thighs off this chair. I love y'all. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you all are tagging someone, sharing and inviting. Listen, we just got to talking about National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day. That is today, the 15th of November. Can you believe we're already in the middle of the month? Y'all listen, time is waiting for no one. So I need you to do everything that you're supposed to do in the timing that God is giving you to do it in. But don't make haste to make waste. But Bible says don't be anxious for anything. But at the same time, don't be on that stool of do nothing and think it's going to fall out the sky. So you got to balance your life in this season. I don't know where that just came from, but I'm going to say it was inspired by the Holy Spirit. That don't sit down and do nothing, but don't go too fast where you are making waste and you're being hasty. So I just want to encourage you all, but you do have to get up and, and do something. The Bible declares that faith without works is dead. And I would like to say so dead. and not for us to just be hearers of the word, but also to do. So I just want to encourage somebody to get up and do. So right now we're going to be talking about in our friendly advice. This is a segment where we bring on friends of the show, family members, people who I like to get advice from, and they give advice to you all as we are talking about different topics. And so this week's edition is called the Wellness Edition, and we're going to talk to my beautiful cousin. She's originally from Michigan, but she resides in North Carolina, beautiful state of North Carolina. And let's welcome Yvonne Skinner to In the Know. Hi, cousin.
Hello, hello. I have to say, you're talking about this refrigerator thing. Have you guys noticed how sturdy these shelves are that are in the refrigerator? When you open your refrigerator, look at all the stuff these shelves are holding up, and I'd be like, wow. Our shelves need a break, so we are so thankful for this amazing holiday.
Oh my gosh, yes, we have Thanksgiving coming up, and after that, Christmas, and then New Year's. This is a time, and once again, welcome Yvonne Skinner to our show. She is definitely, you look amazing, cuz I love the way the whole yellow is giving me life. I love it. I'm gonna give me a yellow divinity shirt. That's really cute. But and your white teeth, I always talk about your white teeth. I'd be like, I love your teeth. Like, I didn't get your teeth. You must got your teeth from your mama's side.
Thank God. It's all God.
Well, anyway, so Yvonne Skinner, my cousin, and I affectionately call her Lady. So if y'all hear me say Lady, I'm still talking about Yvonne. We grew up, some of us, I grew up with a nickname, and so did she, but hers has stuck with her. She's such a beautiful lady, woman of God. So we're talking about today, what does it mean? Hold on, let me look at my notes. Let me go to the notes here. I always have notes. So we're in the Wellness Edition today, and we're going to talk about get moving with Yvonne Skinner and get on this train or this journey to wellness. And I know you've been doing this for quite some time, even with Herbalife and some different things. So let's talk about if someone needed some advice on tonight. Maybe you're watching and you just think that it's too late. You want to wait till January the 1st to be able to get ready to get fit. So let's talk about the importance of mindset when it comes to working on your health.
Yeah, you said the most important word, journey. Our life is a journey to wholeness, mind, body, and soul. When we get that time to get outside, get a breath of fresh air, take a walk, take the dog out, take the kids in the house all day, take the kids for a walk, a run, a jump. Just start moving. Where we're not sitting around. You said the mental.
Mm-hmm.
We have so many times where we're just sitting and thinking, woe is me, and we're not thinking on the scriptures. But if we get out, think a little bit on those scriptures and do a little bit of movement, how much better our life would be. Chantel, we think, oh, I don't want to work out. I don't want to work out.
Right.
No, it's only 20% workout and 80% nutrition.
Wow.
20.
Wow.
All you need is a little bit of workout
Say
and
that
a lot
again.
of bit of training.
Say that again for the people in the back. So you said only 20% working out. So people that work out an hour a day, they doing too much.
Yeah.
5 hours in the gym.
No, it's only 20%. The
Wow.
most time we have to put in what we consume in our mouth.
Right. Wow. So what we consume in our mouths. So let's talk about that a little bit. So what is the best way? What advice would you give somebody that may be still struggling with habits of like sweets? Like I have a sweet tooth and I'm doing better, but that sweet tooth, I believe is real. It might be a mindset too. That I think about
Right.
it. Like, I, at a certain time of the day, especially in the evening, I have to have, in the times past, I have to have a piece, something sweet. Cause it's definitely. So what would you say to somebody that may be struggling with, they eat too much bread, where should they start? I mean, what would you give them to do?
Right. For me, it's just starting. So you talked about the sweet talk. You talked about somebody that eats a lot of bread, and then you talk about the people that are emotional eaters.
Mm-hmm.
The point is, can we exchange one thing today that'll bring us life for tomorrow?
Come on.
Chantel, if I could get you to change one eating habit, okay? You said Yvonne, I need sweets. I need sweets. Okay, let's try to find some healthy dark chocolate.
Okay.
Okay, let's try to find a fruit
Okay.
that maybe you can freeze it overnight and then tomorrow you can put it in your sack. Just
Okay.
learning to change one thing at a time. Okay,
Wow.
we talk about my little grandbaby. He loved popsicle. He
Okay.
know he almost two. He know how to say popsicle, popsicle. So I had to learn how to put the fruit in the blender,
Okay.
put it in the popsicle thing, and freeze it. And now he has a
Wow.
healthy popsicle treat. So if we could just change one thing today, maybe get change one thing tomorrow. Or if you say, Yvonne, wait, you're doing too much. You rushing me. I'm not in that big of a rush, right?
Right.
Okay, change one thing this week. Maybe we can change one thing next week.
Wow. So basically, one day at a time. That's what I hear you saying. Taking things one day at a time. Not, I think where we really get over, the word overwhelmed is probably, or just really, I just say it over. Some people do here, they get overwhelmed. It's trying to do everything at once. I'm trying to exercise. I don't want to eat for 3 days. I'm on the keto diet. I'm on the Herbalife. I'm on Pluto, Slimmo, all the
Yeah.
O's. And then we just all over the place. So this changing one thing at a time, y'all. You listen. Let's see if we have anybody in the comments talking about different dieting. If you could type in the comments for us tonight, if you have been dealing with like that yo-yo dieting or dieting, I think that's the word. I remember growing up, I would be on diets every summer, and I just finally made the decision after so many years of going up and down, up and down, up and down, not really changing my mind.
Right.
I decided to get the gastric bypass, which was a blessing for me. But some people, they've gotten the sleeve and some things that have the bands and things now, and people think that's the easy way out. Somebody told me, "Oh, that's the easy way out." No, I beg to differ. No, it wasn't. It gave me better control until I was able to get my mindset together to be able to keep it off. Because although I lost 214 pounds, I had to continue. There have been people that have gained that and more back, even having surgery. But to God be the glory. I think the most I've ever gained back in this process over 20 something years is about 50 pounds, which I'm still at a decent weight. But I want to be not just about losing weight, it's about being healthy. Healthy and making sure as we get older that we don't have because they do say it's a little harder for you to lose the weight as you become more mature, the way our bodies are made up. So what would you say to that person who may be struggling on that? They lost weight, now they're gaining it back, and now they're older and they are going through this, going back on a journey of lifestyle of eating and getting fit and moving.
Yes, thank you for that question because Chantel, that is exactly where I was
You look good.
4 months ago.
Yeah.
4 months ago, like you said, we was in the house, we was eating, we wasn't, emotional, life,
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
I sat down and I said, God, what? Like you said, we older, my knees hurt. I don't jump around like I used to. He said, Yvonne, find that happy place for you. Do you like group workout? Do you like to be alone? Do you like to go to the gym? Do you like to have a personal trainer? Find what makes
That's
you
good.
comfortable but pushes you a little bit. God said, Yvonne, start a group on Facebook. My
Yes.
personality
Yes.
is everybody, Chantel, everybody,
Yes.
let's go. We can all do it together. That's my personality.
Right.
So being accountable. Okay, how you doing today? Maybe we can do this. Maybe we can do that. Starting the group helped me to start pushing myself to reach the goals and being in that happy place to want to move just a little bit more. Now, Chantel, I'm not telling us to go and jump on that treadmill and do 5 miles. No,
Right.
I just started. Chantel, I started Googling chair workouts.
Okay.
Let me build up my heart rate. Let me strengthen myself a little bit, then a little bit more, and a little bit more. And in the group, we learn that. In the group, we encourage each other. We put up
Okay.
Bible verses. I shared I wrote down 2 Bible verses I wanted to share today for
Okay.
all our people who love God. And what does the word say about exercise?
Awesome.
Chantel, we grew up on that Bible verse that says, God wishes above all things that we prosper and be in good
Be in good
health.
health.
I was
Even as
like,
our soul
God
prospers.
wishes,
Come on.
God wishes
That's
you will
good.
be healthy.
Oh my gosh, that's good. That's a whole nother
God
revelation.
wishes you will be healthy. I never looked at it that way. I'm like,
Right.
okay, God, you wish that. You know,
Wish.
we always like to spit stuff. I wish you would act right. I wish you would sit down. I
Right.
wish you would go to work. Well, God is saying, I wish
I
you were
wish you
going to
would.
be healthy.
That's good. I love it. Share the other one. Share the next one. Then we got to talk about your group so people can join you on
Okay.
Facebook, and we got to move forward. But this is so
The other one is
good.
1 Corinthians 10:31. So whatever you eat or drink or whatever you do it all to the glory of God.
Woo!
So Chantel, every time you think you want a sweet tooth, I gotta eat this cake, I gotta eat this bread, does it glorify God?
Girl, you done stepped on all my toes, my fingers. Oh my gosh. I never looked at that scripture. Another scripture that God used to remind me too, when I heard it, it would make me think. He said he will satisfy your mouth with good things so your youth can be renewed like the eagles. I said, so he said, I was set. So that means when I heard that scripture, it made me think about when I put whatever I put in my mouth as far as consuming food and consumption of liquids. He said, I will satisfy your mouth with good things so your youth can be renewed. Hello. Listen, tell us how that was good. I love it. I gotta get more active in the group because I'm about to get back on the treadmill. I was doing 15 minutes a day earlier this year. I'm just gonna get back on the start with the 15 minutes and build it up. I think I had got to an hour, but once you get off, it seems that it takes a minute to get back acclimated. But I'm like you. I like the whole less camaraderie, everybody coming together. So I would like to join. I'm in the group, but I got to get more active. So let's talk about how they can join you on this journey of wellness in your group. What's the name of the group on Facebook?
The group is called Getting Healthy, Fit, and Active Together.
Okay.
Getting healthy, fit, and active together.
Okay, so our posting agents are going to go ahead and put that in the comments. You are the link. We'll share the link in the comments. Click it and join Yvonne and all of us in that group so we can get healthy, fit, and active together. Give it up. Thanks. That's our friendly advice on today. Give it up for my cousin, Yvonne Skinner. Y'all have seen her husband on here, Anthony Skinner. He is also what does your husband do again with the life benefits and the benefits? I know we ain't, just kind of touch on that a little bit for Anthony.
Yes, life insurance, health insurance, Medicare. If we keep our bodies healthy, we won't have a hard time with getting those life insurance and health insurance. So let's stay healthy together.
Yay! All right, I love it. Listen, y'all, you tune in tonight. You might be stepping on your toes, but guess what? It's all for the good. Friendly advice here. And we'll be right back. We're going to have our guest. Thank you again, Yvonne. We love you. You are a friend of the show. We will have you back on during the beginning of the year. Let's get healthy together. Maybe we can do some exercises on the show. Love you. Thanks again for joining us. Listen, everybody, we're going to come back and we're going to have another wellness coach on. Her name is Anna. Anna is all the way from Mexico. She's right here in the studio and she's going to join us, and you're going to even see us do some interactive exercising here on the show. Yes, here in the know, we're not going to just be sitting in this seat. I just got you talking about the stool or do nothing. I'm going to do something. So we're going to get up. I'm going to take off this jacket. I got on some leggings. I'm going to take my shoes off, because I just want to take my shoes off, and we're going to exercise. But first, we're going to hear this woman of God's story. It's really compelling. It's really a really great story on how she got on the journey of healthy living. So this is the Wellness Edition right here on In the Know. We'll be right back with our guest, Ana Guiata. I think I'm saying her name right. From Mexico, our wellness coach. We'll see you right back after this.
Genesis Maple. I am the CEO and founder of Genesis Advertising and Public Relations Firm, better known as Genesis APR. Here at Genesis APR, we use creativity and communication to help with your next event or project. We offer services that include event and project management, newsletters, flyers, brochures, business cards, and so much more. Contact us today to schedule your consultation. 734-436-1075. We want to see you there. Thank you so much.
Woo-wee! And you know what time it is. You know what time it is. It is time for In the Know, Unveiling the Greatness is You. And I'm your host, Chantel Michelle, coming to you with another fantastic show. We are here every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can watch us via Facebook. A lot of you watch us on Facebook. You can go to In the Know 313 on Facebook. Also, you can watch us on YouTube, where you can subscribe to our YouTube page, In the Know 313. Go ahead, hit that bell so you can know every time we go live, because we go live and we like to thrive and go live, right? So we also, you can reach us on the One TV. Listen, the One TV. The One www. I like to say the www. .TV. You can also view our show there live as well. So many ways you can watch. If anything ever gets glitchy or whatever, just go to the next thing. You don't have to just not watch, because we're here. We're gonna be here. So tonight we're gonna get into some more. Last week or a couple of weeks ago, we had we did the makeover edition, and we talked about, making over for the holidays and making sure we are ready for the holidays with the holiday decor. We had Glam Diva Designs on, Jackie Pfizer, and we also had Hadea Irving come on to talk about holiday looks and how to really tell your friend or suggest to your friends and family that they could use a holiday makeover. But today, y'all, we're going to be doing some amazing things with makeover too, getting ready for the holidays. So maybe a week or two before Thanksgiving. We were probably about 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, and a lot of you are waiting to get in shape. You say, I'm gonna wait till the new year, but why wait till the new year? I'm like, let's get it now. Making it, which is already done, happen with
on earth
with my intent and words. So what that means, shout out to Vision Coach Kim for this shirt. This is one of her product lines, and we're making it happen now with our intent and our words. I'm going to make it happen now. Tonight, we have a fabulous guest all the way from Mexico, y'all. Mexico. She is here from Mexico, Coach Anna. She's a wellness coach, and we're going to show you what she does. We're going to talk about what she does. We're going to show you a little bit what she does. I got my workout gear, y'all. I'm going to take this jacket off. I'm going to leave my earrings on, though. I like to be cute when I work out. When I go to the gym, I'll be the cutest thing in there. Y'all be going to the gym. I'll be makeup, everything. I'll come out sweaty, but I'm still cute. All right, so I'm excited to have Anna here with us. And we're going to also do our gospel truth and our friendly advice. So stay tuned for that, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to In the Know, Unveiling the Greatness in You. Tonight, I am so excited to have with us none other than our wellness coach, Anna Gaeta.
Yes.
Baby, woo! I love me some,
It's Italian, actually.
It's Italian.
Like the island, the entire island is called Gaeta.
Gaeta, I love it.
And everybody growing up called me Cookie because they couldn't say Gaeta. You know, they would say Galleta, which is cookie in Spanish.
Cookie in Spanish. Oh, that's so cool. Well, Coach Anna is here all the way from Mexico. And I'm so glad to have you. So welcome our wellness coach, Coach Anna. Give it up. Yes, give it up. I hope we got them hand claps because I can't hear anything right now. So real quick, Anna came down a few weeks ago for the Declare tour, and actually you're still here. So we're so excited to have you here in the studio. And so I want to talk to the people. Let me just read your bio really quick. Your bio says Anna Gaeta has 20 years of experience. You look 20, so this is great.
I started when I was 9.
I love it. In the wellness sector and 15 years teaching Bible studies. Yes. Wow. As a teenager, she began combining her faith and fitness journey to encourage other young women and moms. After her escape from an insanely abusive marriage, she let God train her to overcome PTSD, chronic fatigue, and redefine herself. This is amazing. Through the healing process, she learned to heal, forgive, and grow from tired into, and this is blessing me right now, into empowered. You hear this? Also, today she is a mindset and fitness, a mindset trainer, faith and fitness coach for those who want to level up their health to truly operate from a place of wellness as they minister to others. This is powerful. She believes that whether your ministry is at home as a mom or you are called to multiply and serve thousands, your tempo, can you bring that camera in a little bit more? Come on. I need y'all to hear me this in the back. Your tempo needs to be in optimum condition for when God calls. Excuse me. Yes, thank you. Hear me well. Keep it right there too. I like that better. All right, so she specializes in helping those with busy schedules take back their power as they find freedom through faith. She also creates unique 5-minute Bible-based workouts. Y'all gonna get a little taste of that today. 5-minute workouts so you can work out on your mental, your physical, your spiritual fitness, and allow God to work in and through you. This is Anna. I am so excited to have you here. Welcome to In the Know.
Thank you so much.
Wow, literally unveiling the greatness in you. Let's just go back real quick. You, from your bio, it literally says that you've been doing this for about 20 years, 15 years experience,
Yes.
also in teaching Bible studies.
Yes.
But it also said you had a past where you were in an abusive relationship.
Yes.
So let's just talk about your upbringing. You grew up in a 2-parent household?
Yes, it was a Christian, Jewish, very strict, very protected, overly bubbled
Okay.
household. I never saw my parents kiss. Like, we never watched movies or anything. It was just so overprotective.
Wow.
Right? My dad is a businessman.
Right.
He owned companies, and my mom, she did everything. Like, she always cooked meals from scratch. Like, every single pizza, everything.
Come on.
Everything was from scratch. She made my clothes. They did never ever buy me anything like clothing bought until
Your
I
mom
turned
made it?
9. She made everything up until like even my underwear, my socks, like everything. She made everything.
She's
by
very
hand.
domestic.
Yes, very. And she, like, I would design the clothes that I wanted, and she would just make it with my grandma stuff. All of it like pieced together with I think with what God had for me. And my dad was actually, he grew up and he studied to be a doctor. He did his residency and everything.
Yes.
But he was at a hospital. He was working at a hospital when he realized, like, people don't care about their health. I'm trying over here to save them.
Yeah.
And I'm giving them, like, regimens and stuff like that they need to follow, but they don't do it. Like, they don't care. And I'm over here worried and stressing out about, like, them dying.
Yeah.
And they don't even care about themselves. So at the time, he was paying medical school and all this debts and stuff, and trying to buy a home and all of it. So he looked out the window and he saw the guy outside the hospital selling tacos, and said, that guy makes more money than us residents, and he doesn't have to worry about people's lives.
Oh, wow.
So he had been working since he was 6. He was a very, very hardworking man.
Yeah.
And he ended up, just realizing, like, I want to go into business. And
So he became a business owner. What type of business did he
so
end up going into?
He had different businesses, but one of the most successful ones he had was a paint company in Mexico, where he was the first to create the color purple for exteriors.
Shut your mouth.
And the first to give lifetime guarantee for interiors.
What?
So
That's awesome.
He worked with a chemist that allowed him to create the formula to be able to have that and to be able to give those kind of guarantees. He was competing with like the top brands. And
Absolutely.
stuff.
Wow.
So that really like led him on that path.
So tell me this: do you have any siblings?
I do. I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest.
I'm the oldest.
Of how many of you
4.
are?
We're 4 in total.
Okay.
So it's me, my sister, and then 2 brothers. One of them is a Marine.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He is the oldest boy, and then I have a little brother who's 18 right now. He just turned 18.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, he
awesome.
plays the violin for the church choir. And
really?
He's just, my sister is 1 year younger than me, so we're close in age.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
So you all still stay in Mexico?
So all of those are in Mexico right now. Well, my brother, he just finished his service.
All right, because
So
he's a Marine. Okay. Was he a Marine for Mexico?
No, for the U.S.
For the U.S.
So my 2 younger brothers were born here in the U.S. And me and my sister were born in Mexico.
In Mexico. Wow. What are interesting childhood and upbringing, and to be, in such a I understand the strictness. I've been there. We couldn't wear makeup.
Nothing. Like earrings.
Yeah, earrings, none of that. Yeah, I definitely get it. Couldn't wear pants. Like
yes.
So you went through that too.
All of it, because my mom. That's
help
why
us,
my mom
Lord.
made all my clothes, because she was like everything out there. Like she didn't take me shopping because it was like trashy jewelry and stuff. Like you don't wanna,
absolutely.
So that's why she made everything. Like
wow.
Just everything.
What denomination, you don't mind me asking? Was it?
Honestly, it's called, like, I grew up in a place called Israelite House of God, and it was.
Yeah, I know it's the House of God. That's all you have to say. I remember that.
And so that's how I grew up. And growing up, we were brought up being told that we could only marry people from that specific church, not even from the religion, but like from that one specific church. And like that's just kind of like the mentality that they put on you. Like you have no options other than, and it's like,
So growing up, I imagine you looking at this. When is your birthday?
August 12th.
August 12th. So you just had a birthday.
Yeah, just turned 29.
You really?
Yeah.
Wow, you have such an old soul. Did people tell you that?
Yes. I finished high school when I was 16.
Yeah.
I had a whole life plan. I don't think I ever was a kid, and my mom even tells me this.
I don't think you ever was a kid either. Oh my God. I thought you was confusing me. I'm like, was she doing? Is she 4? How old is this girl?
So I started with the whole, learning about health and wellness since I was 7 or 8.
Aww.
I would, like, my dad, his way of punishing us was to make me copy down the pharmaceutical medical dictionary.
Stop it.
Yeah, so I would
it actually helps.
Yeah, it did. Like a lot. It actually got me super interested, and I would read he had like a whole shelf, like bookshelf of books of medical books, and I was just like bring them down and look them over, read them. I was so interested in it. And my mom taught us to read with the Bible.
Okay.
That's how before going to kindergarten, she would make sure that we all knew how to read. And we would learn how to read with the Bible.
Wow. So you knew Bible verses at 5?
Yeah. No,
pretty much.
Like my first Bible verse memorized, I think, was like 1.5, because I started talking before I turned 1.
Wow. So you were bright. You were gifted. That's awesome. Yeah, awesome.
And a lot of that was just, I think my mom was super intentional about like just raising us and educating us. And she would always say, you don't go to school to get educated. You go to school to show you're educated.
Oh.
And you go there, you give, you go there because you show love to others, and it's like a ministry. Like she taught us at home. Like she would wake us up in the morning, teach us from the Bible every day, teach us how to read. But then when we would go to school, it was like, okay, now you show what you know and what you have at home.
Right. So you can exemplify that
Yes,
at school.
exactly.
Wow. So how was that growing up at school, coming from quite a strict household and going into were you all in private school or public school?
No,
you
it
were
was
in public school. Ooh,
Always.
bless your
I
heart.
went to private kindergarten in Mexico.
Okay.
And then in the U.S., I went to public school like all my life. But it was a big shift of, and
So you did grow up in the U.S.
Yeah, it's a whole story. It's fun.
Okay.
But, I'll make it short.
Okay.
Basically, when I was 7, my dad's parents, my grandparents, my dad's side, they live in California.
Oh, okay.
And so we would go visit them in the summer. And so that summer, we went to Disneyland. That was the first summer I was 7. We went to Disneyland, and my mom was pregnant.
Okay.
But when we were in Disneyland, she walked so much with us that she ended up going into labor the next day.
Wow, I'm sure.
And so I don't think my brother was due until a couple months afterwards.
Okay.
But, literally coming out of Disneyland after that, like the next day, she just went into labor. And
wow.
So my sister and I stayed with my grandparents, and then my mom was at the hospital. And so while she was recovering and everything, my dad was trying to figure out, okay, well, she can't fly like this. And there was a lot of complications that happened with my baby brother.
Okay.
And so we stayed there, and my dad decided to enroll us in school because he was like, he didn't want us to, live while my mom, because it was right at the end of summer.
Okay.
And he said, this is going to be a good opportunity for you guys to learn English. Just practice your English.
Wow.
And while he was taking care of whatever was happening with my mom, we started going to school in California. And so my dad said, you know what, just practice your English. As soon as your English gets good, we're going to go back to Mexico. And what ended up happening is that we fell in love with the culture. We fell in love with the language, with the fact that you guys have amazing libraries. Like, please cherish them. Like, cherish them so much.
You said you grateful for the libraries we got here. We don't know even go to the library. Lord help us.
I lived at the library. Like, I literally finished. That's when I started going to school here when I was 7 or 8. And by the time I was 9, I was done with the entire health section at the library.
Really?
And I went into the next library, and I would read like back-to-back books on health, anatomy. I loved it so much, like eating habits, everything.
Wow.
Exercising.
So that brings me to our next question. That is actually started you on a journey, even now, as your bio talks about, of helping others build their temple to an optimum production. When God calls us, we're not just all
tired, or I can't do this, or I'm too or I have this pain. I gotta figure out my medical things, or like all these things that can hinder the power in which you're gonna go and do and use. And like when He calls, it's like now, like. You don't hold on, let me go get my prescription.
Right.
Hold on, let me figure this out. Oh, I gotta,
That is something. So tell us a little bit about your journey to this spot where you are being a wellness coach, because I know you worked in corporate America.
Yes.
And let's talk a little bit about how you transitioned from that and now what you're doing.
Yes. So I ended up what ended up happening is I finished high school when I was 16. I had a whole plan for myself. I was like, high school at 16, college by 20, done with college, bachelor's by 24, master's by 22, and a doctorate's by 24.
Come on.
And I'm going to start traveling the world by 25. That was like my life plan.
Okay.
That was literally my life plan.
Okay.
I did all the credits. I started high school classes when I was in middle school. I was just like, loved all of it.
I love it.
I started actually taking college courses on health and fitness and all of this, and I was in every sport, like every varsity sport you can think of. I played. So I was a life athlete. But my passion was journalism.
Right.
And so when I came out of high school, my thought was I'm going to go into sports journalism or something like that, or lifestyle writing, something like that. But at that time, the 2008 recession happened, and my dad lost all his businesses.
Okay.
And so that's when I found out that I called the college that I was going to go into and stuff, and they gave me all these scholarships, and they said, come sign up. And I was like, okay, I don't have to worry about the payments because I have scholarships.
Right.
And then I called my mom and I said, hey, I need my social security number because I'm getting a scholarship. And she said, you don't have one.
Wow.
And so I said, what do you mean? And she said, yeah, you don't have one. And so I was like, what? I had no idea. Like, I had my entire life was growing up in the US, and now I had no idea that the place I felt like my heart belonged to, I was home, now didn't belong to me.
Oh, wow.
And because my dad had lost all his businesses in Mexico at this point, he had been keeping us in the US, sending Mexican pesos into the US to like, and now the dollar had gone up so high.
Yeah.
The houses he had bought was 2008, you know what happened, like the whole thing.
Right.
He said, I can't keep you guys, or you guys need to come back.
Wow.
And so I was devastated.
Oh my goodness.
I was totally devastated. I remember when I turned 8 and I learned English perfectly, I ran home and I told my mom, my heart learned to talk. Like literally when I learned English perfectly, I went home and I told my mom that my heart had learned to talk. Because this was the place where I truly felt I belonged. Like the language, just everything.
Yeah.
And so now I had to go back to a place that I didn't even...
Yeah.
And so I went back. I was like, okay, well, obviously I didn't even know I wasn't here in this way. Now I'm gonna study. And I went back and I started studying. I couldn't get into journalism because my written Spanish wasn't good. Like, and in Mexico, if you're gonna study journalism, you have to know the language. So I started studying physical education and sports culture.
Okay.
And so, but within a couple of months of that, there was a lot of problems. My dad started having mental issues, big time. Like he went into a deep depression. Then different disorders started because just all his life was work. His entire life was work, and losing all of that just completely just tore him apart. And he had always been a violent man. He was very aggressive and stuff, but we didn't see him all the time because he would work in Mexico for 3 months and with his businesses, then spend 1 month with us, and so we didn't. But now that we were all together in Mexico, it was so abusive. I would see how horrible he was to my mom at the time, and so I told my mom, like, I if you don't leave him, I'm gonna leave because I can't be in the middle of this. And it was something that I love both my parents. I'm very grateful for everything they've done for me.
Right.
But ever since I was 5, I would always tell my mom, can you please divorce my dad? Like, please, like, he's not, like, because I could see how he treated her. It wasn't very well.
Wow. So how did that make you feel as, you're a woman, you're a woman now, but growing up, did that make you feel like, sometimes as girls, depending on how our dad treated our mom or treated us, we know, and normally even, not even in the treatment, it's just like an inundated thing inside of us. We marry guys like our dad.
So that's what my family thought. Everybody, all my family thought. So when I was back in Mexico, I actually left the house because I couldn't stand like the violence, everything. So I left to live with my grandparents that live in Mexico.
Okay.
So to their house, and that's what they would tell me all the time. They would be like, and so they set me up with somebody from church.
Because you've been married before.
No.
No, you haven't been married.
At this point, I'm 16. I'm in college.
16. Okay,
at this point, I'm 16. I'm in college. I'm being there, and then they introduced me to this guy that they've known all their life because he grew up in church in Mexico with them and their family. But he seems like the kindest, nicest guy. But it was, I didn't want to marry him. Obviously, I was 16. He was like 25, and they were like, well, you have, like, they started, pressuring me so much because to them it was like, you grew up with this and this is what you know. Now when somebody wants to treat you right, you don't know, so you're gonna make a bad choice. So they kind of took away the choice from me. And they're like, because we don't want you to make a bad choice. We want you to marry this person. Right. So I ended up marrying this person. I didn't love him. I didn't want to be with him. I had lived in a very protective, and then like right after our wedding night, it's just like I didn't even want to be with this person. And so it was really, he was incredibly abusive in every way. I never thought I was going to leave that situation alive. It got to the point where he would beat me so bad I wouldn't wake up until the next day. It was horrible. Like, truly, I never thought I was going to leave that situation alive.
Wow. This is a whole nother show. Anna, your testimony is amazing.
Yes.
So you were able, were you able to, because they said we only have a few more minutes. So,
yes.
So they say that with that, you were able to get out of the marriage, of course.
Because I grew up in such a traditional marriage, I always thought, no, like God is going to hate divorce. And I was so angry at God because I was like, I did everything right. Like I never had like relationships with anybody, all these things.
Right.
But God made a way, like in ways couldn't even imagine.
Because the Bible says what God has put together, let no man put asunder. It
But I
sounds
was like,
your parents put this together, or
like
your family.
it was influences. It was,
Yeah,
you know, like
absolutely.
It wasn't, and I knew I didn't at that point. I was really angry with God. I actually got to the point where I thought, like, you don't exist, because how could you have me here? Like, how could you be this happening to me? But one night, the day I found out I was pregnant, and I had been married for 2 years now, there was a light flickering outside, and I was just crying. I was so angry. I started, yelling at God. And I said, how could you? And he said, I don't have you there. And I heard the voice, and I recognized it, because as a kid, I used to say he was my best friend. Like, I would always talk to him.
Wow.
I said, if this is really you, let that light go out. And at that moment, the electricity in the entire neighborhood goes out.
What?
And he starts talking to me, and he tells me, I don't have you there. And you're not going to get out right now, but I'm going to train you, so that when I open a door, you can run through it. And when I open a window, you jump it. And I was like, send angels and open the door. Like I want it right now. He said, no, because hurt people. And when I get you out, you need to be so healthy that you don't hurt anybody, not even your daughter. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to have a daughter. Yeah, and I did. I had a daughter.
You have a daughter.
And so, yeah, he said, not even your daughter. And at
This
that moment, I
is so
remember
good.
I said, okay. And he just trained me in ways. He took me through another 2-year journey where he was training me mentally, emotionally, and physically, one, to withstand everything that was the abuse in every way, to heal, to forgive, and by the time that he took me out of that, which he really did in ways I can't even explain, he took me out of that. He just showed me, you're not going to just survive, you're going to thrive out of this.
Yay!
And so it was a whole thing. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And so after that, that's when I went back to business and marketing, and I came out of that. I started corporate world, and nobody could ever believe, like even therapists that would talk to me, they're like, there's no way you went through everything. And I was like, that's God. That's what God does. Like, he was my therapist. At the time, I didn't have money for a therapist. And so I would go up to the roof every morning, and I would just look up and I said, God, our session, like every morning. And he would just give me something to do. He would put a resource in my hands. He would just start. He was my therapist. Like every single day, I made intentional time to go up to the roof with him.
Intentional time. That's important.
Yeah, and he would just give me like downloads of what I needed to do every day until he truly got me out of it. I was diagnosed with, PTSD. I had chronic fatigue. I had all these things because coming out of that, I was so and like physically, I had so many things happening. The doctors are amazed that, like, after being thrown down the stairs, everything, like my hair, I didn't have head trauma. I didn't have anything.
No broken
God
bones.
just restored everything. And something he said to me, which is really why I knew that this is what he also wanted me to do, was he said, Anna, remember that everything, even the physical, the sexual abuse, all of it that happened to you with this person, like, it's not even you anymore. It's not going to be this body, because everything in your body, every cell regenerates. So within a few years, the skin he touched, the eyes saw, like, they're not even the same one. It's new. Woo! When he says he renews our mind, it's not just our mind. He renews our whole body, like everything.
Woo! That's powerful. Anna, listen, we're gonna come back. But Anna, talk about a little about what you're doing now. Fast forward, no more corporate America. God brought you out of that. Now you're a wellness coach going around the world, helping people like me and others get their health in order so we can do the work of the Lord. Talk a little bit about 30 seconds or less what you do with that and what we're going to do. And then we're going to come back. We're going to do a little exercise, because you do these 5-minute routines. We're going to show you some of that today. Definitely. All right, so talk about a little bit about what you do.
So God said you're going to be the coach for my starting lineup. So starting lineup is everybody that he's calling to show up. When you're at the starting lineup, you got to be ready. When he tells you go, when he tells you do this, he has to, you have to be ready. You have to show up. You have to play full out. And
that
so
is awesome.
What I do is I help train your brain and coach your body so God can transform your heart. And in that, it all works together. With his word, I do a lot of workouts based on his word, and we train a lot on your mind. 2 Timothy 1:7, it's like the core verse, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-control. And so power, your brain, power, love, your heart, and self-control, your body, and all of that is together with the sound mind. And so we couple all of that together to be able to get you to work out as you let God work in and through you.
Wow. Listen, we're going to be right back. And for about 2 to 3 minutes, we're going to do a little exercise routine with wellness coach Ana Gaeta. All the way from Mexico. Y'all, look her up. How can they find you on social media?
So in social media, well, I have my website is anagaeta.com.
Okay.
And in Instagram, I'm there as Ana, ANA dot GAETA dot training. Like training, TRAIN.
And they will put all that up on the screen, so y'all will see. You will be able to see it in the post engagers. They're posting it in the comments.
And I have a podcast. That's where I'm mostly.
And you have a podcast too, yes, on
Yes.
Spotify.
So it's called Healthy, Wealthy, Wise Mind.
Wow, Healthy, Wealthy, Wise Mind. We'll be right back, and she's gonna show us some routines. I'm signing up. I'm convinced. I need this bad. I'm the starting lineup. Yes,
you are.
But we'll be right back. Hey everybody, we are back in the Know, Unveiling the Greatness with you, and I'm here with Coach Ana. Oh my goodness. If you missed her story, you got to go back and watch the replay. But as you can see now, we are ready to do some work. So Ana, show us what you got for us.
Okay, so in America, the most common mental issue that we have is anxiety, number one. And the most number of deaths happen because of heart disease or heart issues. And so there's a workout. What I do is I take God's word, Bible verses, or sometimes Bible stories, and then I turn them into workouts that we can do within like 5 minutes.
Sweet.
And so we're going to be working out from Philippians 4, verse 6 through 7. And it's going to be a combination of a warm-up, 3 exercises, and then a cool down.
Sweet.
So because we don't have a timer here, I'm just going to do like 20 exercises, which is about a minute. Okay, for each. So the first part says, be anxious for nothing. It literally, this is a formula that God is giving us for anxiety and heart problems. So
Come on, Ana.
Be anxious for nothing. We're going to just walk in place. That's what we're going to be doing. And so we're going to count like 20 on each leg. So we have like 4, 5, 6, and you just want to like shake it off, like truly,
shake it off.
You know, and you know what? I'm gonna actually put a timer here so that way I can count. Okay.
Yeah, on our phone.
So we're just gonna like shake off, and you want to start releasing like any anxiety that you feel in your body. You want to use this opportunity to kind of like release and just, you know, maybe shake off your leg or your toes. And I like to work out barefoot. So
I like that.
You have more body awareness of where you're touching and where you're at and your positioning, your back and everything.
Ooh, hold on.
All right. So the next one
is
gonna be. The second part of this verse says, but in everything by prayer and supplication. So we're going to lift up our hands in like prayer, and then we're going to bring them here and twist. So up, bring them and twist. So we're just going to do 10 of these. We do 2, 3 by prayer and supplication. So we're just going to be doing this. There you go. Yes. By prayer and supplication. We're going to do 3 more. 1.
Do I go on each side?
And 3. So the next part of this verse says,
Jesus.
And
move my leg.
With thanksgiving. So this next one is like when you saying thank you to somebody in sign language, it says thank you. So we're just gonna go like this, and we're just kind of gonna bend. And you want to make sure that you're pulling up your core and you're feeling it. There you go. We're gonna do 5 of these.
Oh, do I keep moving my legs?
Breath. Release. 3. And just feel thankfulness. Just feel like something you're grateful for. Like even if it's just your body that can move.
Yeah, that's good.
And now we're going to go, and that was a warm-up. Now we're going to go into the workout. So, let your requests be made known unto God. So here, we talked about with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. So, we're going to do a little bit of a squat here. I don't know if you guys can see the chair. You can use the chair behind you if you're new to squats. And you can just sit, open up your arms, and then hug yourself.
Oh, I like that.
And you want to make sure like you're touching your body. We don't do that enough.
Oh, so don't sit all the way down?
Yeah, so you, as soon as your butt touches, you
come back up. Okay.
Like you squat, and you want to make sure that your knees are not over your toes. That's the
knees not over your toes.
Yeah. So you put up your feet, and your knees should not be over your toes.
Okay, so
there you go. And then you go down, and then you kind of
I feel that now. Yeah.
So you sit, and then you cream this up. So we're going to do 5 more of these. And here we're talking about this part where it says, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. So you're giving him your request, and you know that he's there. You know that he's hugging you, and you're giving him that thanksgiving, and you're giving him your requests. And you're just like, okay, God, here's my anxiety, here's everything.
Oh my goodness.
And squatting, and there you go. So last one. Okay, now we're going to go into this next exercise that says, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding. So here, I was going to do a plank, but you guys can't see me on the floor.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is we're going to do this kind of like crunch, but it's standing, so you don't have to be laying down.
Okay.
So you put your arms here or here, and you're just going to twist and touch. So here you go. There you go. And here, so, and the peace of God, to take a deep breath, and you want to focus on that peace. Like even when things turn you and twist you and grind you, that peace that surpasses understanding means that you don't need to understand, or others don't need to understand how you can have so much peace. Even when situations take a twist and things turn other ways that you don't expect them to, you can have that peace. Like you cannot allow things outside of you to take away that peace that surpasses understanding. Because when it says that it surpasses understanding, it's not meant for it to be something easy or understood. Okay. So we're going to do 2 more on each side. One, 2. Deep breath now. Fill your body with that peace and release all the anxiety. And now we're just going to cool down. This last one
this is really good.
Is this part where we're going to think about that last section of verse 7 that says, and he will guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. So what I usually do here is I lay down on the floor and we hug ourselves and bring our legs up.
Okay.
I'm going to try to do that in my chair.
Okay.
So we're just going to bring our legs here.
We're
just going to give ourselves a big hug.
Isn't that good?
Stretch. And a hug. And that's the last part of that verse. And just hug. If you want,
whoa!
To do this is you just want to let your head hang here and just relax and take a deep breath and think about that fact that he's guarding your heart and your mind. And you can just release it all to him. I normally suggest you take a couple of minutes here, just relaxing and even if you're sitting down and taking deep breaths.
Wow.
And you did it.
This has been amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm excited. Listen, y'all, please catch her on Spotify. What's your Spotify?
The name is Healthy, Wealthy, Wise Mind.
That's on Spotify. You will see that in the comments and also on the screen. And Anna Gaeta. Thank you so much. I feel better. I got to do that some more. That was simple.
Yes, it
I'm
was easy.
tired. I don't even laugh.
And you feel it. Like you literally feel it.
You do.
If you have a timer, I was cutting them short because the time. Yeah. But if you have a timer and you're just doing them and you eventually do this a lot,
you good.
You're good.
Have it. And I love how you use the scripture. Listen, this has been another edition of In the Know, the Wellness Edition. We have Coach Anna here. Please check her out. Thank you again, Anna. We will see y'all next week for another fabulous show. We're getting closer and closer to the holidays, but we're not going to wait to get in shape. We're going to wait. We're going to do it now. What did you tell me? What did you tell me?
You don't, I do this a lot with people that don't have time because they're busy, but here's the thing, you can do this at a bathroom stall. You can be squatting, I do this when I'm traveling, when I'm at a bathroom stall, in between things. You don't need an hour, 2 hours, half an hour. You can be doing this in 3 minutes, 5 minutes throughout your day.
Just start something great. Listen, you heard it right here on In the Know, unveiling the greatness in you, and her story is amazing. So if you just got tuned in, go back and watch the replay. We'll see you all next week. Thanks again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.